Let me, thank you. Let me welcome two distinguished public servants in their own right who have had distinguished careers before entering the Senate and now are representing our state so wonderfully and magnificently in all that needs to be done, and particularly in helping lead our country in this discussion. Senators.
Thank you. We're nearing the end of this conference, and I want to, again, can't thank you too many times for being here. Thank you, every one of you, for the work that you are doing, the work that you will do on helping to reduce gun violence in America. And let me begin with a very blunt truth. The governor is right that Newtown changed all of us. I went to Newtown as a public official, but what I saw was through the eyes of a parent. And the world is different for me today because of what I saw and heard on that day. And Newtown has transformed America. And we need to build on that sense of urgency going forward. And let's face another blunt truth. Preventing gun violence was thought to be untouchable politically 2 months ago. That unspeakable horror has given us unstoppable momentum, and we must seize this historic moment. But here's another blunt truth. It's not only about Newtown. Since Newtown, 1,900 other Americans, 1,900 other victims have perished as a result of gun violence. In rural communities, on the streets of our cities, all across America, it's not about one place, and it's not about one solution. There is no single solution. There has to be a comprehensive strategy, and no one state can do it alone. Connecticut cannot do it alone. We need national action, and it has to be action, not just words and rhetoric or thoughts. Today, we have been fortunate to have some of the experts in our country come forward with evidence for action that has to be taken nationally. Today has truly been a summit of hope, but also a call to action for a ban on high-capacity magazines that enabled Newtown and Tucson and other horrific massacres across the country. A law to prevent illegal trafficking, straw purchases, which right now are done with impunity all across the country. Our state borders know no respect for guns. Illegal trafficking is a poison that crosses state boundaries as easily as cars or airplanes. And that poison must be stopped, as must be also assault weapons like the one used in Newtown and other horrific massacres. And finally, we need to be mindful about criminal checks, criminal background checks, strengthening NICS, strengthening that database by making sure that every state provides the information that is necessary for any state to be safe. We are not a nation of individual, isolated islands of states when it comes to stopping gun violence. No state is an island, and no state can be safe as long as any of our states have lax or non-existent laws, and that's why a federal action agenda is necessary. That's what we're talking about today, a national agenda, and you are part of it. The President has said, absolutely rightly, that he won't achieve an end to gun violence. No public official will do it. It's the American people speaking and standing up and making sure that we hold answerable and accountable every public official so that they are mindful of what Chris McDonald said so eloquently on this stage. It's not just about the law, it's about a moral responsibility. It's about a moral responsibility to our children, the children who perished, keeping faith with them, the brave educators who sought to save them, and about making sure that we do something about mental health and about school safety as well. Let me just finally thank Chris Murphy, who has been a tremendous ally on this subject. I don't think two senators in the United States Congress have operated and worked together so well on so important a subject. And I look forward to continuing that work with him and thank him for spearheading this conference today, and to say we still have a lot of work to do. We cannot be complacent. We need to make sure that Connecticut stays at the forefront, as we have been proudly, of gun violence prevention. And I want to thank the governor and our legislative leaders who are here today for making sure that we stay in the leadership across the nation. And to our law enforcers, you know, we've heard from this very stage how necessary enforcement is to making sure that laws are not just letters on a page or in the statute books or in the courts, but they are real-life limits to make us safer everywhere we go. Thank you for being here today. We can do it. We can win this battle. The opposition will continue to say the Connecticut effect is passing, but we know that Connecticut will lead the nation. The Connecticut effect will accomplish and achieve an end to gun violence in this nation. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much.